Welcome to the patch notes. Here's what you can expect to see in the May update. BLITZ in this update sees a bunch of improvements. First, by getting new players into the game quicker and cutting waiting times on player intros and intermissions. Once the game starts, defenders will notice directional and location indicators at the start of each round to help players find more desirable weapons and items, but also show defenders basic key positions that are worth holding. Other changes that have been added this update relay better information to players. For example, doors that are controlled by rally points now show a capture progress bar. This will give defenders some warning when the attacking team are breaking through. Defenders that are terminated will be shown a message out of lives, as some players often think the game has ended or locked up at this point when they enter the spectator view. Moving on to maps, and DM Underland and CTF Titan Pass received tweaks and improvements, while Low sees some big changes throughout the map. The opening area was changed so that defenders couldn't easily rotate from cave to temple and had to retreat into the passage behind instead. This means that the attackers don't get flanked as easily, making combat direction around the two early rally points a bit more predictable, as defenders will have less angles and chances to stop an incoming rally. Moving deeper into the map, the temple rally point was becoming the go-to choice for the attackers due to the cave rally point being awkwardly placed, giving a muddy feel to the combat area. This led the temple rally point to being the only good option when entering this half of the map, so the cave area has been opened up slightly and the rally point that was there has been moved to shrine. This should offer more choices for the attackers when approaching the courtyard. Overall, the main goal was to make the combat direction a little bit more linear and simple within the chokes, and allow the optional swings and changes in direction to be outside the combat bowl areas themselves. Before, they were getting a bit muddled. Moving on to weapon balance now, and we continue to see further changes to the flat cannon, this time reducing the flat cannon shard radius from 40 to 36, increase the flat shard radius reduction rate from 150 to 450. This means that when the flat shards are in flight, the size of the projectile decreases in size much quicker, making it much less effective at longer ranges. Also, the flak spread has been made more consistent, so damage at all ranges becomes slightly more calculated. The Redeemer's primary and secondary fire modes both launched the remote controlled missile now. This was done to help inexperienced players who are unintentionally using the primary fire when they wanted to guide the missile. This change also helps to stop lob and run tactics with the Redeemer. After 0.5 seconds, the guided missile can be remotely detonated by pressing mouse 1, or you can release the guided missile by pressing Alt Fire. This will send the Redeemer on a single trajectory until it's either shot down or flies into its target. When the Redeemer explodes, it now happens in 3 stages instead of 6 and takes half the time to get to its fully exploded maximum radius. The grenade launcher gives clearer warning when the grenade is about to detonate, as the rotation rate now correlates to the fuse time remaining. The bounce behavior has been tweaked on the nades, making them slightly more manageable. Also, the overlap size and the minimum damage has been increased, giving a more consistent damage at its minimum distance radius. Warm-up mode now has bot support, so if there are no players in your game, at least you can warm up your aim on a bot before the game starts. But if you rather warm up without any bots in the game, just make sure to untick allow bots before you host a game. The new spawn selection for deathmatch, team deathmatch and capture the flag improves the randomness of what player starts are chosen, and results in more different available starts being used. Quick play matchmaking sees improvements. If teams are uneven, it will redraft the lineups on the map transition, but also players will be able to switch teams as well, providing it's before the match starts. There have been a shed load of changes this update, from netcode, audio, UI, hub systems and many more, and if you want to see the full list of changes you can find it in the description below. Also remember, you can find us on Discord, so pop in and say hi, and good luck, have fun out there in the tournament.